Well, howdy, and welcome back to Microphone Windows Survival Take 2. Last episode, I significantly renovated the oil room over an entire half an hour and discovered a limestone vein underwater at the very end. In between, as I said earlier, I did my for the flint between episodes, but in addition, I configured vein miner a lot. I also looked up a few recipes, and it turns out, among other things, that you actually can straight up smelt web gems. I recall it not. I didn't recall it worked the next time I tried it, but that could just be my faulty memory. But I also checked the recipe for an upgrade furnace. It's called an iron furnace, although I don't have the iron furnaces mod. It's the tiny progressions iron furnace. So since I don't need to auto smelt it, I'll just cook it in the oven. I am going to craft the flint and steel, but as I mentioned earlier, I configured vein miner a lot. Specifically to the point that I don't need to go to the nether yet. I found out that you actually can select specific variable in a block, namely that it uses the slash key. The reason I found that out is because of the fact that some of the ores had slash followed by a number behind them. Specifically, some of the progressions ores had that by default, which tipped me off to the fact that you can in fact format things that way. What this means ultimately is that you can now vein mine andesite, diorite, and granite. I normally say granite, but I always say granite whenever we're in the context of Minecraft to make it rhyme with andesite and diorite. And it also means that let me vein mine limestone. And apparently there indeed just wasn't any more in that video. But I did get enough to at least polish. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, with such a small amount of limestone. But now I can at least polish it. But I do know, and actually I'm going to polish it right now. But what I do is I'm going to craft them just to show that's what polished limestone looks like. It's pretty cool looking. And I'll probably use it for something else later. Wait, actually this is a building material at this point. I also managed to get some andesite earlier and polish that. But that isn't all. In a few earlier episodes I kept coming across an andesite vein. And because of the fact that I didn't know how you set vein miner to work on server variants only, I didn't know how to be able to vein mine unless I couldn't vein mine it. Now I can. And I feel like putting this away. And then putting this away in building materials for now. I need to free up as much of my inventory as possible. And I don't really want to put any non-weapon tools in the armory. But you kind of want to use the bed first. Oh wait, first. Grab a ton of stone. Because the Tiny Progressions Iron Furnace has a much different recipe than the normal Iron Furnace. And boom. I'm gonna smell a little bit more honeycomb. Just as a test run to see if it will properly deposit to the hopper. Exactly one coal. Deposit in there. Crafting materials. Sort. And time to use the bed. I always demorph from using the bed because of the fact that the bed does not work very well with morphs all the time. And since I tend to use smaller morphs, because they're the ones that tend to enable better mobility, I generally try to make sure that I'm not being pushed into a wall. Kill it, son! Kill it! Some materials. There we go. Teamwork. Quick kill. Oh, she didn't seem to drop anything. I think I got like one arrow. Oh wait, more grass patch. And there it is. A positively enormous andesite vein. Time to make it go boom. 3, 2, 1. Boom. No, seriously, this creates craters in the ground when you use it on sufficiently large veins, of which andesite, diorite, granite, and marble very much are. There we go. one vein of any of these materials is enough to pretty much keep you stocked for building supplies forever. I actually remember episode 5, the last time I was able to vein mine such an enormous vein. They're regular andesite steers, but are they polished andesite steers? They're not polished andesite. Well, that's kind of a rip-off. By the way, the andesite gets its own chest. I believe the tomatoes are already growing in this. Chickens all over the place. And some insect. Actually, I think I can put Unbreaking 1 in my emerald pick. Yeah. Wait. And so root detour to here. Enchant. That took so many levels. But every level of Unbreaking is incredibly worth it. Oh, I already have Unbreaking. Well, not Unbreaking, if it's... As I was saying to Bruce B, that was about efficiency. Yeah, that works quite well. Okay, harvested the garden. And craft some bread in the kitchen. Yeah, again, I'm probably going to have to mine most of it off screen. Wrong chest. Because there's just so much of it. And also because that, in case you're wondering, that's why I've been going slowly, because of the fact that I'm pretty sure it's taking up too much memory to load all the chunks. That's what's causing it to crash. Okay, I think I just went to the wrong place, but there's a ton of marble here too. Oh! I got rubber banded and it put the food back in my inventory. There we go. Right, now I have to play Iron Ball. Really, Minecraft? Really? This is why I keep going slowly between here, specifically, and the house. Because for some reason, that particular area consumes way more memory than it logically should. So there, that could have been a crash if I were sprint flying. Also, that's a ton of eggs. That is a metric ton of eggs. And they keep coming. I am going to have to start killing more chickens. Quickly. A D more so I can use quickly. Because I need to kill most of them because they keep they're reproducing too fast at this rate. I need to store all this marble now. Do I have 8 diamonds? Hopefully I have 8 diamonds. I have 8 diamonds. That's not how you craft the next level of chest. How do you craft the next level of chest? You need glass. Or I literally can't afford to worry about that right now. I have bigger things to worry about. The only fact that I'm going to I might actually have to cut this episode short just because of the fact that I came across the vein. More specifically, 2 veins that are just too big to mine in this piece of an episode. And even for the part that could be shown, too boring to watch. Also, for some reason, some of them were raw chicken, some of them weren't. Oh, it doesn't light all of them on fire when I sweep it. Well, that's just an incredible disappointment. Also killed some of the baby chickens for some reason. Okay, note to self, do not use the swiping attack. Hey, I got the wood. Yeah, this episode is going to have to be... Well, it's gonna have to be cut... Well, I'm not even sure that it is cut short because of the fact that I keep having to start recording again and again and again because of all the crashes. Yeah. Oh, there were fire charges. I already had them. And then I have to craft more. So I didn't even need to craft the flint and steel. Ah. Keyboard's freaking out. It does seem to have taken the beeswax, so that does seem that the ice will turn. But I think that's going to have to end it for now. Just because of the sheer amount of ore I'm going to have to mine, and the amount of crash that I'm going to have to deal with during that, because of the fact that it's in that specific spot that seems to be the laggiest spot. Well, the laggiest spot near the house, there with the water. So. Since it's going to end it. Wait. Fixing that right now. Boom. And since it's going to end it, time to do the outro. I hope you all tolerated this video where not much was done. Because of the fact that most of the things that are getting done are mining, which I can't really show on screen because of the fact that it would take too long and be incredibly boring, not to mention the constant crap with that one area. More specifically, the fact that I'd be rushing back and forth eventually, which is what would cause it to crash. Because of the fact that, as I was trying to say, I hope you all tolerated this video. The next one's going to be better. Signing off.